We've got a call here. Who have we got there? Jim,
Great.
Bay County. Go ahead with your call, Jim.
Yeah, my question is, if I have a concealed carry permit and I am pulled over by an officer and I have a gun in my car, and am I obligated to tell the officer I have a gun in my car?
All right, Jim. So it was a little difficult hearing you, so I'm going to repeat the question. Jim asked, hypothetically, if you're pulled over by law enforcement for a traffic infraction, I would presume, are you obligated to tell the officer if you have a concealed carry gun within the confines of the vehicle? And Al, what's your advice on that?
Well, my advice would be to say yes. Now, is there a black and white statute that necessarily makes it a crime because you didn't mention it? Not necessarily, but I think that for everybody's safety, it makes it much, much better to say that. And I know when I went and had my concealed carry permit with Mike Jones and the National Rifle Association course, that's one of the things that they taught us right away, and most law enforcement officers appreciate that. So the safest thing to do is, yes, notify them, be calm, don't just say I have a gun. As I said earlier, I would make sure the hands are 10 and 2 on the wheel, let the officer know, sir or ma'am, I have a concealed carry permit. The officer is going to know the steps to take. The last thing you want to do is be jolting around or have the officer see that weapon if it's in plain view and you didn't tell them about it. Your traffic stop is going to go downhill in a hurry. So my advice would be yes, but use common sense in the manner in which you tell them. Don't just pull it out and say, hey, I got a weapon here, you're going to get shot and killed, and justifiably so.
Yeah.
So.
And the other thing too is, you know, a lot of times registration's kept in a glove box or a concealed, and that's where the gun is.
Right.
And when you reach over to get that and the officer sees gun, gun is what they see. They don't see that you're reaching for something else. Absolutely. And so, again, use your common sense in the situation. Slow it down and take your time. You'd rather say, hey, I'm going to go to my glove box, I'm going to get my registration. I also have a weapon in the glove box. I have a concealed carry permit. Officer, what would you like for me to do? And then let the officer give you calm directions as to about what, what needs to be done. I know a lot of people, when they travel long distances, they have the gun in a holster, right. But in plain view, where if somebody peers in or reaches in, and a lot of my friends, because they go to the NRA classes and they go to different classes, we're taught to keep one in the chamber. Yeah. If it's and if it's a revolver, there's already one in the chamber.
Right.
So
absolutely.
you get into a situation where you need to use your common sense about it. Sometimes it's a good idea to go ahead and tell them that up front, but don't be, like Al said, no sudden moves. Hey, honey bunny, we're calm in here, right. And we're going to take it calm. Look at there, Samuel L. Jackson reference on that one.
There you go.
All right.